Hey everyone, Sakuto here. Little disclaimer before the video starts. I mention a Firo run in Pokemon Ruby a lot during this video, but the video clips and recordings got corrupted and now I'm really just not trying to go through the entire run again and record it all, so just don't mind that and enjoy the video. Hey! Welcome back everybody to another video. Today we're ranking every Gen 1 Pokemon. Now, some of these Pokemon I have absolutely no experience with, so obviously I'm not going to be ranking them because I don't have a very solid opinion on them. But if you hear some freaking like factory sounds in the background, don't worry about it. It's just some background static. Just deal with it. So today, like I just said, we're ranking all of the Gen 1 Pokemon, and I mean all of them. Some of these include Megas, but honestly, Megas didn't come out till Gen 6, so we'll just be leaving those out. So we're ranking them from S to F to not enough experience. S is like best of the game, like you really can't get any better, you should have these on your team. A is they're really good, but they're not on par with like the best in the game, but they're still really good. B is they're good in most situations, but they're not like you're not gonna go out of your way to pick them for your team basically. C is average, like they're okay in some situations, like, but they're really just average. F is don't use these Pokemon, they're absolutely trash, or just what I'm trying to say is don't use them. And then obviously not enough experience. I don't have enough experience with them. So for these entire generation, like what I'm evolution lines. So like Venusaur, I'm not going to be ranking Bulbasaur and Ivysaur because that would make this video super long. But we're just going to be ranking Venusaur, and then if I have some additional comments about the earlier like evolution stages, I'll mention that. So first up is Venusaur. Venusaur is absolutely awesome. It learns Poison Powder, it learns the rest of the powders like Stun, I think it's Stun Powder, I don't know. But it's so viable for setting things up, especially if you're, let's say in a tournament. He's really good for support and tanky at the same time. So he's probably going to be starting off in the S tier. But then there's Charizard. Now Charizard, he's Charizard, meaning he's good, but he's overrated. I think in the later gens he gets a bit better, but in earlier gens I don't think he has his flying type yet. He's just purely fire type, but even if I'm wrong there, he doesn't even get to learn fly, the HM, which is a very viable part for any flying Pokemon. So he has some good potential, but he's definitely not on par with Venusaur, so he goes in A tier. And then obviously I'm not going to be ranking both of his Mega Evolutions because they're literally just like in Pokemon X you get Charizard, I think it's called X, and then he's a physical attacker, whereas Y is special attacker, kind of like with Solrock and Lunatone. Anyways, Blastoise. Do people really pick Blastoise? Like, he can be good in some situations. There are some gyms he's good in, but really, like Giovanni's gym, he would perform well, but by that time you're already going to have a viable kind of water type, even if it's not purely water like Blastoise is. So I wouldn't really go out of my way to use him. I mean, he's tanky and really strong, but honestly, he's just average for me, and a lot of people are gonna disagree with that probably. He's not good. Butterfree. What do you want me to say about this one? Like, it's Butterfree. It's a bug type. It gets poison powder in later gens. I don't know if it gets it in Gen 1, but honestly, Butterfree. So, he has some uses, but really, like, he's not F tier because he has some uses, but C tier. I don't have a D tier because that's pretty much pointless. Like, average to, like, what would D be? I don't know. Beedrill, he's faster and stronger than Butterfree. I'm pretty sure. Let's actually look that up. Okay, so Beedrill stats. Let's see this. Now, Beedrill is 75 base speed. And what was it? 90 base attack. So let's look at Butterfree. Yeah, it's much more of a special attacker. It's only five speed points less, but that can definitely change an entire fight. So, I mean, it's good, but it's definitely better than Butterfree. It's not on par with Charizard, so I'm gonna put Beedrill probably B tier. Is still a bug type, so he does have several weaknesses, but he's decently strong. Now, Pidgeotto, I don't know the differences between these two. Like, one of them just gets yellow and red hair, and that's pretty much it. It's very fast and pretty dang strong, so it's not like top tier, but it's not like Beedrill level, so it's definitely gonna like go in A tier obviously, but Charizard is probably a little bit better, even though Charizard doesn't learn a lot of flying type moves. Like I said earlier, it doesn't learn fly, so, but it is a little bit better than Pidgeotto or Pidgeot, whatever his name is. Now, Rattata is everywhere. Raticate, on the other hand, you're obviously not going to be running into it itself, but Hyper Fang, pretty good. Guts, the ability, insane. Absolutely insane. So, probably B tier. Like, it's not average, because Guts definitely makes up for that. It's probably better than Beedrill, but it's not like A or S tier because obviously it doesn't have a very large move pool. And Fearow, like Raticate, doesn't have a very large move pool, if not a even smaller move pool. Like, I'm doing a challenge right now. I'm trying to beat Pokemon Ruby with only a Fearow. Dude, it learns steel moves, normal moves, flying moves, and like 2 dark moves. It learns Rain Dance and Sunny Day, but almost every Pokemon learns that, so I don't really count that. No, it's terrible. I absolutely hate it. It does have some uses, so that's what's keeping it out of F tier. It's definitely not as good as Blastoise. It's only a little bit better than Butterfree because Butterfree's super weak to fire, and honestly, it's Butterfree. Now, Arbok, I don't use it. I've never used it, so I can't really give a solid opinion on it, so just, yeah. I'll be ranking Pikachu and Raichu separately because they're notoriously separate. Now, Pikachu, especially in the anime, is very overrated. It does have some good moves. Let's look at its move pool real quick. Now, Pikachu's move pool in Gen 1. Okay, in Red and Blue, learns Thunder Shock, Thunder Wave, Quick Attack, Swift, and Thunder. And those are its only attacking moves. Actually, Thunder Wave isn't an attacking move. It only learns Flash. It has pretty bad stats. Like, you saw those stats. Speed 90. That's higher than Beedrill and Butterfree, but honestly, look at these. So, and then its TM moveset. Let's see how good that is. Okay, it learns Submission, Seismic Toss, Thunderbolt Thunder, Swift, Skull Bash. There's almost no variety here. It's extremely overrated. Don't go out of your way to use it. It's not F tier. It can set up paralysis, but it's probably worse than Butterfree. Now Raichu gets some buffs to it. Specifically, its earlier stats like the attacking and attack, special attack, extremely higher. Like, what was it, 50? 50 for Pikachu along the entire board except for speed. 110 base speed, that's pretty good. In earlier gens, Gen 1, yeah, it didn't have any better, like, TM variety or even level up variety because you're not catching Raichu itself. And you, unless, like, obviously you're breeding it, but you have to find a Thunderstone, and in a lot of games that's not until late game, so you're not getting a Raichu till like you beat at least 5 or 6 gyms. But he is definitely, his stats make up for it, so he's better than Pikachu, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get him. Now Sandslash, it's got good moves, but it's variety. It's literally just ground and rock moves, the occasional fighting moves or whatever. Especially in earlier gens when there was a lot of Pokemon didn't have variety. Earthquake, extremely strong. Dig, really good. So it does make up for that with its like strong moves. Even though it doesn't have variety, it has pretty good moves within that category that it already has. So it does get through a lot of trainers and gyms, especially rival fights. So I'd probably put it about right there. Now, Nidoqueen, it's really good, pretty tanky. I'm pretty sure Giovanni has one, if not a Nidoking. It's got good move variety, and like I just said, it's pretty strong, very tanky. Probably A tier. Whereas Nidoking is a lot stronger than Nidoqueen physically, so it's definitely above Nidoqueen. Probably above Pidgeotto. Yeah, definitely above Nidoqueen. I don't know about Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto is pretty dang good. I don't have a lot of experience with, I think, Clefable. I don't have a lot of good name recognition with all these pink Pokemon, like Igglypuff and Chansey. I didn't use her till later gens, such as Gen 6, so I can't really judge her right now. I can, however, look up her stats and see it from there. Yeah, so pretty good stats. Honestly, I didn't even know she had a baby version. Like, I thought it was just Clefairy then Clefable. I don't even know what to say about that. Holy crap, that's a lot of move variety. That makes it a lot better than I thought it was. Holy crap. Submission, seismic toss for fighting. Counter, pretty good, depending on the fight. Ice beam, blizzard, holy crap. Bubble beam, water gun, toxic, pretty good. Mega kick, 75% accuracy. If it's not like 95% accuracy, it's might as well be 50. Solar beam, thunderbolt, thunder, psychic, teleport. You're not gonna be using teleport. Fire blast, holy metronome. Really, nobody uses metronome. Skull bash, thunder wave, psy wave. I definitely underrated this Pokemon. Based on that, that boosts it to probably between Nidoking and Nidoqueen. Like, that is very good move set variety. The stats are pretty dang good. And holy crap, we're already 15 minutes in this video. Didn't realize that. So let's speed this up because we've got a lot of Pokemon. Ninetales, I almost said Blaine had a Ninetales, but that's completely wrong. Ninetales is somewhat fast. It, like a lot of Pokemon that only have two sets, like Vulpix evolves into, I don't really know how to explain this, but Vulpix evolves into Ninetales, Meowth evolves into Persian, Psyduck evolves into Golduck. So, like, 2-stage evolutions. So, it's decent. I wouldn't go out of my way to get it, but it's not bad, necessarily. It doesn't have very good move variety, so it's probably high B tier. Now, where are we? Okay, I think this is Igglybuff. Wigglytuff? Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know much about this one either because obviously the pink Pokemon all look the same. Somewhat. Holy crap. 140 base HP. That's a lot. 45 base defense and 50 base special defense. No wonder it has 140 HP. This is another one I thought only had 2 stages. I absolutely hate this evolution line. Look, high friendship to get from Igglybuff to Jigglypuff. And then you have to go and find a Moonstone for Wigglytuff. Absolutely not. What? Defense curl disabled, double slap insane. That's all it gets from leveling up. It can learn strength. Strength is good, somewhat. It better be able to learn return. It can't learn return. Absolutely insane. It does have pretty good, actually really good move variety. Just like Clefable, I think it was. Bubble Beam, Water Gun, Ice Beam, Blizzard, Submission, Counter, Seismic Toss, Solar Beam, Thunderbolt, Thunder, Psychic. Yeah, so it's basically just a copy and paste of Clefable, except the stats. Its stats are... Okay, so based on its move variety, it boosts, my bad guys. It boosts it up, but it's still not great. It's not on level with, actually, would it be? No, because Clefable's stats are more stable and equally distributed, whereas Wigglytuff, was it? No. So it's probably gonna be, yeah, right there, because it's leveling up. Learn set is terrible. It only gets 4 moves at level 1, so unless you're TM hunting, no. Now, Golbat before Crobat came out was pretty good, but honestly, it's Golbat. It's cliche. It's it's on basically everybody's team once they get a Zubat. I like how you don't have to, like, it evolves early and you don't have to either keep a Zubat for the rest of the game until late game, or the high friendship for Crobat. But like with how often it appears as a Zubat and then how often people put it on their team, probably about right there. Now, Vileplume, it's kind of like a weaker Venusaur. It gets good powder moves like Poison Powder. It gets really good setup moves. It's not too bad. It's weak to fire, flying, rock, and then is it even bug type? I don't even think it's bug type. So it's good. It has decent move set. So it's probably, I'm not gonna go out of my way to level it up from an Oddish to evolve it, but it's definitely up there. Parasect. What are you doing if you're putting this on your team? This is absolutely terrible. It's one of the weakest mons in the game. Why would you ever put this on your team? No. It has almost no use. Next is Venomoth, I think. I don't have much experience with this, so I can't like properly judge it. So it'll just go in that category. Doug Trio. It's just copy and paste of Diglett 3 times. But honestly, it's kind of like Sandslash, so I'd say it's probably a bit worse than Sandslash because Sandslash is faster. So yeah, he just goes a bit under. Now, Persian. I don't use this a lot because its moveset isn't very good. We can actually look at Persian's stats and moveset. Now, pretty fast. Pretty equally distributed stats over the rest of them. Its speed overwhelms that. Level 28, decently low. I don't like the design of Berserker and Galarian Meowth, but we have different opinions. Okay, it learns Thunder and Thunderbolt. That's okay. Water Gun and Bubble Beam. Okay. Terrible learn set by leveling up. So yeah, this is probably going about right there. Now moving on, Golduck. Now it can learn Surf. I don't know if it can learn Surf in earlier gens, but it's Golduck. It's not bad. It's not good. So it's probably about right there. Like it's okay. Now Primeape. It's literally just a fighting monkey. It has fighting moves. It's a cliche fighting type Pokemon. So it's going right there. I'm not picking up a Mankey on Route 1. No. Arcanine. Now Arcanine, possibly one of the best non-starter, non-legendary, non-pseudo-legendary Pokemon there are. The problem is you're not getting Firestones until late game, so you're stuck with Growlithe for a little while. Blaine's Arcanine is extremely strong. Arcanine in general is very strong, so it's gonna go probably there. It's not as good as Venusaur, but it's very good. Poliwrath. I've never used a Poliwrath. Chuck's Poliwrath in later gens is a bit annoying, but I just don't have enough experience with it personally, so it goes there. Alakazam, absolutely insane. Its moveset is very good. It's very strong. I'm putting it above Venusaur. And I know that's going to trigger a lot of people, even though nobody watches my videos. Machamp. Now, I'm going to be doing Machoke and Machamp. Is this Machoke? Or is this Machoke?
That's Machamp right there.
This is?
That's Machoke, yes.
Okay, my bad, guys. So, Machoke. I'm going to be doing these two separately because trait evolutions are a pain. I should have done that with Kadabra too, but it's over. Deal with it. Machamp, it's very strong. Machoke. Yeah, we got the freaking thumbnail artist right there. Go check out his channel, link in description. Now, Machoke, it's pretty strong. I'd rather have a Machamp, so it's probably gonna go right there, and then Machamp is gonna go right there. I know it's not much of a difference, but I'd rather have a Machoke because of this Machamp because of the stats over Machoke. So, Victory Bell. Now, Erica's Victory Bell in my, I think it was Executor video, was a pretty easy sweep. Probably because Executor is a bit strong when it's very over leveled. It's poison and grass type. It's Victory Bell. It's a normal grass type. I wouldn't go out of my way. I didn't mean to put it there. I wouldn't go out of my way, but it's not bad, so it's probably gonna go about right there. Now, where are we? Okay, Tentacruel. Tentacruel is very good. Not like S tier good, but it's pretty good for, like, you should put it on your team. Plus, Tentacruel is everywhere when you're on watery routes, such as in, what is it, Gen 3, when you're going to Moss Deep City, you're going to be finding these everywhere. But right now we're focusing on Gen 1. So, where are you? Okay. It's not bad, but it's not S tier, so probably about right there. Stats are pretty good. I'm going to be doing these two separately as well. We're at 27 minutes. Sick. This video is going to be extremely long. Okay, Graveler, it's standard rock type. It's pretty tanky. Like I said, with Machoke and Machamp, I'm not going to be going out of my way to get it, but I think it's a bit worse than Machoke, and it's a bit better than Ninetales. Golem is very strong. It's very tanky. It's definitely better than Graveler, and probably better than Vileplume, but I'm not going out of my way to find someone to trade it with. Plus, when you're doing ROM hacks and emulator runs, you can't really do that. Now, Rapidash, very fast, but it's a fire type. It literally just, the majority of its moves are fire type. Its very speedy stat is very good, but it's not as good as Golem, and it's not up here. Now, Slowbro. No. It's pretty strong. How does Slowbro evolve, actually? Let me go. Yeah, let's see this. Yes, 30 base speed, not good. 37. You're not getting that for a while. Okay. It does have a very good move variety. Psychic in its level up learn set, pretty good. Confusion early game, I used that with Executor, it completely swept. So, actually, this might be low S tier, because even though it's very slow, no, it's 30 base speed probably puts it at top A tier, but its moveset's very good. Magneton. I don't use this a lot, but it's mainly thunder. Like, not thunder, electric type moveset. That's pretty good. Like, it can set up thunder waves, but no, I'm not using it on a team. It's probably, I don't know. It's probably up here, even though it's a pain to level up, because I don't think it levels up for a while. It is pretty tanky. Okay, far-fetched. Do I really need to explain that? Do Trio, not Do Duo. Very fast, very tanky, very physically strong, extremely good. So, where are we? Okay, Seal. I think this Seal and this is Dugong. Or it's completely reversed. I'm not good with Pokemon that look the same. Nope, I didn't mean to put it there. It's good. Ice and water type. I don't know if it was purely ice in Gen 1. It's okay. I'm not going out of my way to get it, so it's definitely better than Fearow, because Fearow's absolutely garbage, but it has some use. I should actually put Fearow lower, because Fearow's absolutely trash. It only has some uses, that's why it's not F tier. Okay, next is Muck. Very slow. It's Muck. It's a bit better of a poison type than Victory Bell, but not by much. Cloyster. Did it get its ice type, or was it dark type? I don't know. Let's look at this. Okay, it's water and ice. Extremely high defense. Extremely high defense. Pretty low HP, pretty low special defense. So if you're fighting someone who's a very like centered, their team's centered around special attacking, you're not going to be putting a Cloyster. Using a Water Stone, I think you get Water Stones relatively early. I don't know. It doesn't have a very wide moveset. It's okay. Aurora Beam at level 1, that's pretty good for early game. So what's rock to ice? Okay, so Brock is rock type, so that's gonna be somewhat good. Clamp, decent for like the first gym. Obviously that's gonna be pretty good, but if you're fighting special attackers, which some like in later gens, it's actually this might be. I think it's a bit better than Tentacruel and Nidoqueen, but not better than Clefable, I think it was, because they're well-distributed stats and great move pool. Insane. I probably should rank this a bit higher. No, that was good where it was. No. I'm tripping. Okay, Gengar. I'll be ranking these two separately because Gengar's a trait evolution. Anyways, Haunter, it's basically like mini Gengar, a little bit worse stats. It's probably about right here. Gengar though is very strong, especially in later gens. It's probably about right there. Onix. It's very slow. Steelix is a bit better. Its defense is decent, but honestly, are you really going out of your way to get one? Its moveset I don't think is very good. I don't use it a lot, but from what I know. I never use Hypno, so I can't judge that properly. Same with this one. I don't even. I'm pretty sure this one's named like Krabby, and this is like I don't even know. Like, what is this thing? It's probably extremely good, and I'm just dissing it for no reason. Electrode, that's what it's called. No, Voltorb, Voltorb. I don't know, I'm sorry. Pokeball, that's its name now. I mean, it's like a worse Raichu. No, it's probably a bit better, but not by much. Just like the stats. I'm not going to be using it though. Executor. I have a personal love for Executor. That's what my first ever Pokemon challenge was. It is very strong in earlier gens, and I know a lot of people are going to get pissed at me for that. I think it's good right now. Marowak, I've never used a Marowak. I probably never will unless it's for a challenge. Hitmonlee is a very good. Probably about right here. Nope. And then that's Hitmonlee. And then Hitmonchan, I think is a bit better in my opinion. Lickitung, I've never used it. I know this entire category is very big. I'm sorry, this is just not a very good tier list, I guess. Weezing, it's not where I meant to put it. Weezing, it's pretty good. It can set up toxic and stuff. I'm not gonna be using it too much. It's like coughing is everywhere, like especially for Team Rocket members. You're going to be fighting this throughout the game. Rhyhorn, extremely slow, but it's still pretty tanky. It's probably about right here. Rhydon, on the other hand, is very good. Its speed stat is raised a little bit. It's very good, like I just said. Stats, good. Yeah, I would definitely put that on my team. Where are we? So, Chansey. I have no idea about this Pokemon. It's probably terrible. What in the hell? 250 base HP. That's like Wobbuffet. That's... What the hell? If you're fighting someone who is fighting Pokemon, you're absolutely demolished. If you're fighting anyone that isn't Ghost type, you're absolutely demolished. Holy... What's its moveset? It's... Okay. You hold Oval Stone in Daytime for Happiny. I don't even know if Happiny came out yet in Gen 1. It's probably got a terrible moveset. Okay, it's got a really good moveset, but it's 5 attack and 5 defense? Absolutely not. That is... Like, you can't even redeem that with its moveset. No, it's top of F tier. Not yet C tier, because it doesn't... Like, it has okay moveset, but... Like, it's like Clefable and... Wigglytuff, I don't know his name, but its stats are terrible. Like, the HP is extremely high, but how are you supposed to do well if its other stats are very low, like the attack and defense? Did I say its HP was really low? I don't know. Kangaskhan, I just did a run with it in what was it? Pokemon Heart Gold. It's got a pretty good moveset. It's probably low A tier. It's pretty tanky. I like it. There's not much to say about it. Seadra, is it? I don't think that's... No, that's... I don't know. I think the Seadra and the Seaking... I've never used this, so I can't properly judge that. Goldeen... No, that's not Goldeen. Goldeen's ugly brother. Pretty bad. It doesn't have a lot of use, like, at all. there's not a lot to say about that. Misty's Star Me, yeah, Star Me, was a pain in my first video. Executor, with Executor, I mean. It's pretty tanky. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get it, but if I had it, it would be probably a better Cloyster. Actually, no, not a better Cloyster, because Cloyster's defense stat is extremely high. Mr. Mime. What do you want me to say about this one? Like, it's Mr. Mime. It has good moveset, but where do you find it? Honestly, it's probably high B tier. So, where? Scyther. I know, I keep losing my point. Like, I keep losing where I am. Scyther, its bug typing ruins it. It's not, like, terrible. Like, you can still find use out of it. But I'm not going to be putting it on my team. So, probably right there. Jinx, lowest of C tier. You can still squeeze a little bit of use out of her, but very little. Very little. So, she's not completely useless, but she's not good. Electabuzz, pretty good. It's like a stronger Magnemite, so I'll put it about right there. Magmar, I don't really use this a lot, but I know enough about it. It's got okay stats. Let me get the specifics on this. Okay. Yeah, it's got some pretty well-rounded stats, but its defense is pretty bad. You don't get it till level 30 with the Magby. If you want a Magmortar, you have to trade it, and nobody does that. That's pretty good. You don't get Flamethrower till level 55, and if you're not just doing a single Pokemon run, it's not going to reach level 55 for a while. Fire Punch at 43, it doesn't learn a lot of moves until literally level 36, so you're going to be relying on its very limited move pool. So it's probably around right here. Yeah, about right there. Okay. Pinsir, it's like Scyther. It's probably a bit better. I'd put it about right there. It's really strong, but I don't usually use it because it's a pain to find them. Tauros is very strong, very fast. It's probably about right here. And I know that's very high for Tauros, but it serves. It reaches that point, like that threshold. It deserves it. Magikarp, really? No. Gyarados, extremely strong. Probably about right here. Let's see actually when Magikarp evolves. Yeah, look at this. At level 20, so that's very fast. Gyarados' moveset is pretty good. It's very strong overall. That's why it deserves the S tier gold medal. Okay, now Lapras. Lapras is like, it's a water type, so it obviously is going to learn water and ice moves. Other than that, it's okay. It's like a bit better. It's like a bit better version of a Tentacool. Like, yeah, you get what I mean. Ditto, S tier, absolutely S tier. No, Ditto, F tier. It's not worth putting on your team. Like, it can turn into your opponent's Pokemon, but first of all, at what cost, and second of all, how would that help? Like, if it turns into a Charizard versus Charizard is not going to be a very fun fight. It's going to take forever. So, okay, now the evolutions. We'll rank Eevee separately. Probably about right there. It does not learn a lot of moves. It's a first evolution, like stereotypical first evolution. Vaporeon, probably, I would say the worst of the three original, but it's not terrible. So I probably ranked Scyther and Mr. Mime way too high. Yeah, that's about right. Jolteon. No, I don't think Jolteon's the worst one. I think it's pretty fast for earlier gen games. It's probably just a bit better than Vaporeon, but not by very much. Okay, Flareon, probably the best of the three, obviously, because it's left for last. And I already said Vaporeon was probably the worst. It's like a way worse Arcanine. So it goes about right there. I ranked these way too high. Yeah. Yeah. Electabuzz is the best electric type out of these three. Jolteon's the worst. Omastar, you have to get the fossil for that, and obviously you get that decently early. Do you ever really use Omastar though? Probably not. But it is decent, so it probably goes about right there. I forgot his name. I completely left out Porygon. Do you ever play with a Porygon? No, you don't. Whenever you ever played with a Porygon, and if you have you kept it the entire run? Probably not. This is literally just Stone Scyther. Rock is a bit better than Bug, so it's not like on level with Golem and Graveler, but actually I probably ranked him a bit too high, honestly. It's probably about right there. Aerodactyl, pretty good type combination. I don't know if it's rock and flying in Gen 1. So, rock is... What is that? Rock is just normal effective, so he would still be super effective weak to rock type moves, but it's pretty dang good, especially for not being pseudo legendary. Probably about right there. Snorlax, extremely good. It sucks that it's not very fast, so that makes it a bit worse. It's probably about bottom S tier. Articuno, actually. For being a legendary, it's okay. Because it's a legendary, it's probably about right here. It's probably the worst of the three legendary birds. I didn't even know the three legendary birds were out in Gen 1. Zapdos, about right here. No, it's actually really good, now that I think about it. Probably goes about right there. It's about a bit better than Snorlax because Snorlax is so slow. Moltres, probably just a smudge better than Charizard, but obviously you're not getting it till extremely late game, so it's not S tier. Where are we? Dragonite. Okay, so Dragonite is very good. The only downside is it's a pseudo legendary and doesn't evolve for a long time. But despite that, it is extremely good, and it's probably about right there. Not as good as Alakazam, because Alakazam is cracked, but still extremely good. Mewtwo, probably top A tier. I wouldn't put it in S tier because it is a legendary, and yeah, I know I put Zapdos up there, but Mewtwo's Mewtwo. It's overpowered. Mew, I've never used a Mew, so it just goes about right. So, Miss Tangela. My bad, bro. Never gonna use it. You're trash. Okay, so all of these are just pre-evolutions and just Mega Evolutions. Mega Evolutions didn't come out until Gen 6. But thank you for watching this 50-minute video. It's probably going to be a bit cut down. But I know you guys really enjoyed the Bakuno Roblox quirk tier list. So here we have another one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't agree with any of this at all, don't go flame me in the comments. This is my opinion. And there will be, I think, 2 and at most 3 new videos coming out within the next month. And I'll just tell you them right now. It's Pokemon Platinum with Breloom, Pokemon Heart Gold with Kangaskhan, and Pokemon Ruby with Fearow. And that's if I beat Pokemon Ruby with Fearow, because it's way too hard. Like, look, he's literally close to F tier. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and just please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you always know when I upload. And I'll see you in my next video.